Folks, can I get a drum roll, please? Finally, the Warriors may be making their first signing that is not an internal player this free agency. Al Horford, former Celtic, former Hawk, former 76er, NBA champion with the Celtics, bringing that pedigree to the Warriors, who are champions. Is this the move that we wanted? No. But we've done nothing over 3 days. We're still waiting on Kuminga, and I have an update on Kuminga, the potential trade with that team up north, purple, the Kings. But Al Horford, folks, center at 6'9", another Warriors prototypical center, right? Wow! Big guy, let's go! 39 years old, Warriors are only getting older after trading for Jimmy. You know what? Let's trade. Let's sign somebody bigger. Al Horford. Fair enough. In his prime, he fits the Warriors well. Can switch multiple positions. Can shoot three. Can play some solid defense. But he's 39, folks. Is he going to be a game changer? No, he's not. And like and subscribe to Warriors Digest so you don't miss anything. We've been giving you 4 or 5 videos a day, breaking down trade rumors, kind of have to, free agency, whatnot. He's been all over the league, folks. Again, been with Boston. He's durable, which is good. Can be a nice backup if Draymond gets himself suspended or T, which he did a better job last season. 9 points, shot 36% from 3. Has been closer to 40. So that does mean he can space the floor. That type of player the Warriors do like at the big man position. But he's not a traditional big man. So that does hurt the Warriors. Since I did the update last night, Spencer Dinwiddie has signed, and Dante Exum, has signed with Mavericks. Dinwiddie with the Hornets. Trey Mann, Hornets. So not a lot is happening on the NBA Warriors front. What could happen though, folks, and we'll get back to Horford in a second, and just if you want to see the report, per Ari, expected to sign with the Warriors. Potentially, the report out there is the Kings would be interested in including Malik Monk in the trade package for Jonathan Kuminga. Sources say that Sacramento, meanwhile, would be interested in including Malik Monk in any outgoing trade package. Nothing substantial has materialized in the Warriors, so they want him out. Malik Monk would be a great scorer off the bunch for us. If you look at Malik Monk, folks, I've always liked him. He's been a Warrior killer a couple of times. 17 points last season, of course, with De'Aaron Fox being traded. He had to take more scoring. Was pretty healthy the past 3 seasons, 65-plus games. He could be a great scorer off the bench. Free throws, high 80s. 3-point, 35. He's more of that DeMar DeRozan type of mid-range player, explosive. How old is he now? 27. So just coming into his prime, he could be someone you could count on off the bench. Because right now, if you have, coming off the bench, Podziemski or Moody, where's your scoring punch going to come from? The non-Steph minutes. Yeah, Jimmy can't do the same he used to. That is where you need Malik Monk to really help you out. What is Malik Monk's contract? Malik Monk, ESPN contract. Contract. 1 second. Sorry, should have had it ready to go. You all know I usually do. Malik Monk's contract, $18 million, $20 million. So if you don't think JK is the future and he's more of an all-around player than Malik Monk, you need someone who's more scoring, come off the bench, maybe can start in situations as well, definitely can start, then Malik Monk can be your guy. If JK is trying to get $20 million a year, the Kings think he's worth it. Pair him with Dennis Schroeder, who is on the Warriors. You got Sabonis. You got Zach LaVine. Then you know what? That's a nice pairing up in Sacramento. You can make that trade work. Maybe there's some draft picks and maybe a smaller player or two. But if you think JK is $15 million a year, you could do that as a Warrior and King to make that work. So question, folks, is would you be down for Malik Monk for Jonathan Kuminga? Because right here it says, hey, this could work. Jake Fisher done a nice job. Also, by the way, former Warriors assistant coach, Mike Brown, most likely going to the Knicks. Yes, the Knicks, folks. The Knicks. Also, DeAndre Ayton, Lakers picking up speed. Bucks, DeAndre Ayton with Miles Turner and Giannis. That's a tall team. So this has been a pretty busy free agency, folks. If we look at what we got going on, Hawks been busy. Got KP in the trade, of course. What's going to happen with Trae Young? Celtics basically got rid of their team, got under the salary cap issues. Nets getting younger. MPJ, buy Cam Johnson, who we should have got. Hornets, what's going to happen with LaMelo? They're trying to tool a little bit. Bulls stayed pat. Cleveland basically bringing back the same team. Dallas, of course, have got much better through the draft with Cooper Flagg. Kyrie Irving, what happens when he comes back? D'Angelo Russell will be that point guard. Till then, Nuggets have got much better. They bring back Bruce Brown. Cam Johnson coming in the trade for MPJ, a better scorer, better wing player. Detroit, best team last year in terms of where they were the year before, 2 years ago. And last year, most upgraded on wins, looking to continue to get better. Warriors, folks. No re-signing. No additions. One departure. And then you got the Rockets. Wow. KD, Capella, Dorian Finney-Smith, they're loaded. And they bring back basically other players besides the trade. Green and Brooks, wow. They've done a great job. Pacers lost Turner, and they lost RIP. So sad. I wanted to see him go off in the playoffs. In the finals, Tyrese Halliburton, so sad, Game 7. He went off in the playoffs, though. 4 game winners, unreal. Clippers got better with Brook Lopez, Harden returning. Lakers, LBJ comes in. Apparently Aiden potentially trying to get more shooting, a little bit younger. Memphis re-signing Jaren Jackson Jr. for the mass extension. Tyrone Jones, KCP, Cole Anthony, more scoring. Heat haven't really done much. Bucks, of course, big time letting Damian Lillard go. Bye-bye. Bringing in Miles Turner. Bringing back key pieces like Bobby Portis, Kevin Porter Jr. They've done well. T-Wolves bringing back Randall is big. He didn't leave. Naz Reid coming back. 5-year deal got paid. Pelicans, massive trade. McCollum, gone. Bruce Brown, gone. In Looney, thank you for your service with the Warriors. We'll make a video about that when all this is done. Jordan Poole. Knicks need to get a head coach. But bringing in Clarkson, scoring off the bench is big. And Yabusele, I really like him as a player. He'll be a nice roster addition. OKC, standing pat. Shea, congratulations. Richest deal in NBA history. Magic, trying to get a bit better with Bane, which they do. 76ers, staying pat. Can they stay healthy this year? Suns, the big trade, of course. Bye, KD. Hello, Brooks and Green. Retooling around Devin Booker. Portland, bringing in Drew Holiday again. We'll see if he stays. Kings, some small moves here and there. Spurs, they made their big move getting De'Aaron Fox. If him and Wemby can play together, they'll be fine. Raptors making a couple of smaller moves. Jazz getting Nurkic. Other than that, haven't done much. Got rid of Sexton and Clarkson, or they walked away. Wizards, again, we talked about the trade. So what does that leave the Warriors NBA free agency list? Where does that lead the free trackers? Again, we've been giving you guys updates. If we look at centers, which apparently we're getting Al Horford, we're calling this center, not a lot is there. Aiden's your biggest guy. I see people say Bull. He's just going to get beat in the paint. Yeah, he's nice. We'll get you some blocks and chase downs, but you need some big bodies. And there's not a lot of big bodies left who are a free agent. Now, again, you look at Kuminga. Is he getting 20, 25 million? I don't know. However, not a lot of stuff is still out there unless you make a trade. So maybe that's where the Malik Monk trade is good. Folks, I want you to comment your thoughts. Please comment your thoughts, like, subscribe, and of course, we'll keep you updated on anything that happens in Warriors land.